Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor to be with you guys. Nick, I have a presentation here that's a little different than usual. Let me share what I have going on here. Well, one second. It's lost my panel. I won't be able to see. Um, let me just get this playing here. Can't see you guys right now. So I'm just going to hang out in the background. So, Nick, I know that we were going to talk about emails a little bit, which we are, but I have a strategy that I think everyone's going to really, really enjoy. The plan originally was to have Sean, my business partner, give this talk, but he actually spent a little too much time in the UK giving another talk. So I'm going to go through one of the strategies that's made us a ton of money called creative cloning. So, Nick, can you see my screen okay?
You can see it.
Okay, great. So, guys, I'm going to be talking about how to double your Amazon sales in the next 30 days without adding any additional costs. I'm going to try to hustle through this. So, here's a little background on me. So, I began my career in direct response advertising. You probably don't meet many people from that field. We then use those skills to scale our Amazon business from zero to over $1 million per month really, really fast. And we're going to get into that. We've launched more than 1,000 private label products, created more than 53, or we've created exactly 53 unique brands, and we've sold many of those businesses. So the most profitable activity is what I'm going to be sharing with you today. I'm going to be sharing the three core pillars of the success that we've had to get from zero to over $1 million per month on Amazon in less than 18 months. So, what I am sharing with you is the most profitable strategy that allowed us to grow faster than our competition. This is not something that you'll see in a course because we accidentally figured this out. What I'm going to share with you will fundamentally shift how you build listings and scale on Amazon. And it's the simplest, or actually, let me ask you this question. What's the simplest and most profitable way to double your sales on Amazon? And that's what I'm going to be telling you. And yes, I'm talking about double, and I'm going to show you some examples from our business. It's this process that I call creative cloning. Now, creative cloning is what the biggest physical products brands in the world use to grow their sales. We figured out how to use this strategy on Amazon that the biggest brands in the world have been using in retail for decades. We've simply applied it to the Amazon private label business. What I'm walking you through today is one of the most profitable activities that you can do on Amazon. It has created more sales for us than almost any other strategy. And the crazy part is, you've probably never seen anything like this. This simple strategy has taken a $30,000 per month product and turned it into a $300,000 per month cash cow in only 8 months for us. We've applied this strategy to 53 of our own brands, and we've shared this with a handful of strategies, and they've all been working really, really well. We've been using this exact process to dramatically increase our sales since 2014 on more than 1,000 Amazon private label products. And the only reason I'm telling you all that is because it's worked 100% of the time that we've applied it. And we have used this to 10x our sales. And I'm going to show you the example many, many, many times. So look at this. Look at our month over month growth that we used this strategy for. So you can see in January, when we started our business in 2014, we were at $35,000 per month in sales. And you fast forward a little bit, you can see our very first $1 million month. And then we kept scaling. So it is real. And I bet you've never seen anything like it. It will work in any category. And it really is that good. Let me give you an example. This is typical for most sellers out there. You do a bunch of product research, you find a manufacturer, you design beautiful packaging, you perform extensive keyword research, right? And then you build an amazing Amazon listing. And then it starts selling well. You've discovered an opportunity that is profitable and all of your hard work is paying off. And this doesn't happen every time you launch a new product, though, does it? Sometimes products don't sell. Sometimes products sell well, but they're unprofitable. But when the stars align and you have the right product at the right time with the right listing, Amazon truly is amazing. Here's where sellers make a huge mistake, though. What do you do once you have a successful product on Amazon? You start the process all over again, looking for a new product that might be a winner for you. You hope and pray with your fingers crossed that you'll strike gold again. But this is wrong. This is where everybody messes up. What should you do instead? Clone your success. Pay close attention because when you get this right, you will make a lot more money. So let me ask you this. To create the most highly optimized listing, where should you start? You start with your offer. Specifically, you want to make what we call a mafia offer. If you've read my book, Private Label Millionaire Secrets, then you know we spend a lot of time talking about how to create a mafia offer because it's very, very important. And here's a mafia offer listing hack. Well, here's what we go through mentally when we're building our listing. M, make it obvious. What are we selling? What is the benefit of what we're selling? A, we want to add all those search terms. F, focus on one avatar, the who behind who's actually buying our product. I, we want to include the best benefits, right? And then A, we like to use alliteration because it sticks in the customer's mind more. Alliteration is, repeating similar sounds. So let's talk about a mafia offer here. A mafia offer is an offer that your customer simply cannot refuse. It has to be an overwhelming amount of value compared to the money that they're giving you. It must speak to one particular customer avatar that truly understands the value. This means the offer is designed to talk specifically to only one customer type. And I'm going to show you some examples. So what's the problem with this? Amazon has most sellers confused. Most sellers believe that one listing has to serve all customers. But let me ask you a question. If you were invited to a workshop for e-commerce sellers, would you be here right now? Well, maybe even if the rest of this workshop or offer was exactly the same, but it was for e-commerce sellers, you might not be here. You would view this workshop as not nearly as valuable because making this workshop for e-commerce sellers is too broad. It's not nearly as compelling to you as an Amazon seller, is it? And this is the exact problem that most listings on Amazon face. They are trying to speak to everyone with the exact same language. Let me show you how you can use this to 10x your Amazon sales. So did you realize that you as the brand owner can clone your listings and have the listing speak directly to one particular customer at a time? We call this process creative cloning, like I already said. And I'm going to show you how you can clone your listings using the exact same inventory that you already have to make a lot more sales all within the same brand. You want to narrow your market to a sub niche and you will earn a lot more profit because you can usually charge a lot more and have a lot less competition. Think about how brands that sell marine grade products for boaters usually charge 2 to 3 times more than the exact same products. Here's how this works. When you apply this concept to your private label business, you will make more money because you would only need to present your offer to those that are most likely to convert. And if you only target those most likely to convert, then you'll be able to charge more, increase your conversions, spend less on advertising, and make a lot more profit. Never forget that you're not in the business to make sales, you're in the business to make profit. Here's a great quote that we always talk about. Revenue is vanity, profit is sanity, and cash is king. This will allow you to create a mafia offer targeting your specific sub niche with perfect messaging targeted to attract your ideal customers. Let's look at Tylenol as an example. So if you go to Tylenol's website or other websites offering Tylenol, you can see that Tylenol has been using creative cloning for a long time. They are positioning their product to appeal to different types of customers with their language and their messaging. You can see on the first one that we have Tylenol Extra Strength. And then in the middle, we have Tylenol Rapid Release. And then we have Tylenol Extra Strength for headache, right? But if you look at the ingredients, Tylenol is exactly the same. It's 500 milligrams of acetaminophen. Now, that's a massive, massive realization. Their product is exactly the same, but Tylenol gets to take up more shelf space, or in our case, search term results space. And then they get to better serve their customers by calling out specific customers with each positioning, right? Does this make sense? Each one of Tylenol's product talks to one type of customer that's looking to solve a problem in their life, but the actual product itself is the same. You should identify exactly who you should be speaking to and the language patterns that you should be using to appeal to them. You should always look to see if there's a sub niche where you can narrow your focus and more specifically target a single type of customer. When you walk into a drugstore with a migraine headache, you might buy Tylenol migraine, right? Because it's speaking directly to you. But now you know that most Tylenol products are exactly the same, whether they are marketed for migraines or not. Tylenol has cloned their success and added to their store shelf space to capture more market share with unique packaging and product positioning. And that's exactly what we do on Amazon. Look at the ingredients, right? It's the same product. It's the same. This is what we're doing on Amazon. Our packaging, though, is just our Amazon listing. Think about all the different types of customers as an example you could target with a razor. It could be for men or women, or legs or underarm or face. Each one of those uses creates more sales if you had a specific listing attracting customers that are looking for your specific solution. And here's a real life example of how you could make 15 times more money by niching down the same product. When we first discovered this trick, it changed everything for us. We launched and sold memory foam pillows back in 2014. And when we were selling our quote unquote normal memory foam pillow, without any targeting and without narrowing down to a specific sub niche, we could get normal bed pillow prices, which was for us about $19, right? So our normal bed pillow sold for about 20 bucks, and that's as much as we could get for it. So when our pillow listing targeted a more specific buyer, though, we could increase the price. And so we did. And the results were remarkable. Let's continue on our niching down journey to rename the product to shredded memory foam pillow for stomach and back sleepers. And if you look at Amazon, you can see that there are some listings that are targeted to this specific sub niche. They are targeting customers that have a specific need, which is I sleep on my stomach or I sleep on my back and I need a pillow for that instance, right? And when you niche down, you can charge more. In this case, that's double the price. We're able to charge $40 instead of 20. And what about if we know that a chronic snorer or side sleeper would perceive more value out of this product, right? So, like I said, we're able to charge double. We're already at 2 times the price, but we can do even better. So imagine if you are suffering from terrible neck or shoulder pain, and we offered you a hypoallergenic bamboo covered shredded memory foam pillow designed for shoulder and neck pain relief. And now you can see if you go to Amazon and you type that in, you'll find a product that sells for over $100. Would it be possible that would you consider paying $100 for a pillow, which is 5 times more than our standard bed pillow? You most likely would because we've spoken directly to your specific sub niche pain. So our product has a much higher perceived value versus a regular bed pillow and becomes your obvious choice. Are you sold yet? Well, just for a dramatic demonstration here, let's say you just had surgery and your doctor instructed you to buy a medical grade hypoallergenic adjustable shredded memory foam pillow designed for post surgery support. You would eagerly fork over the $180 to get that pillow, wouldn't you? Your doctor told you to get it. And when you go to Amazon and you look, there is a pillow for post surgery support for $180. So simply changing who you are targeting with your product can dramatically change what you can charge. This is literally a page out of our book where we go through this example, right? Here's the idea. You want to leverage the experience that you already have from your existing successful listings on Amazon to clone your success, grab more exposure on page one search results, command more traffic from Amazon buyers, capture more sales. Usually you can double your sales on the first try, and then repeat this process until you've dominated a category. You already know that you're only capturing a small percentage of the market for your product. Your competitors are getting the rest, right? When you implement this correctly, you can capture the lion's share of all the sales in your category. We've been doing this since 2014 with massive success. This idea is easy for me to teach you, but hard for you to learn because it sounds so simple. So please pay attention and try to grasp this the first time. With this simple but powerful strategy, all you're really doing is repositioning some of your same product to appeal to a unique segment of your market. Let's say your type of product is producing 1,000 sales per day on Amazon across all sellers, all brands, all listings. Your listing is capturing just 100 of these total orders, or 10%. If you had another successful listing that could also grab another 100 orders per day, then your sales would double, right? Well, that is exactly right. And we've repeated this process up to 10 times with similar results. Other listings are grabbing those other 900 orders. So why aren't you? You have power as a private label brand owner. You have the power. You decide what is a new product simply by relabeling with a different UPC. Think about this. Amazon doesn't question Nike when they release a new shoe. They just scan the inventory into a new listing, right? The Amazon warehouse isn't opening up the boxes and saying, "Oh, this brand new shoe from Nike looks like the old Air Force One. This isn't right." No, what they do is they say, "Oh, Nike released a new product. They've got a new UPC barcode on here. Let me just go ahead and scan that into the next listing." Let me show you a quick hack for finding sub niches on Amazon. If you go to Amazon and you type in any product and then you type in the word for and you put a space like this, crayons for, and then you see all these ideas of product listings you could create if you're selling crayons, crayons for toddlers, age 1, crayons for kids, age 2 to 4. This is what people are searching for. But what about this one? Pillows for space, pillows for neck pain, pillow for couch, pillow for side sleeper, pillow for sleeping, pillow for bed, right? You can make listings for all of these. Pizza cutter for nonstick pans, kids, fork, arthritis, so many different things. Lamp for living room, bed, desk. Vitamin C for kids, face, dog, guinea pigs, right? Supplements for dogs, women, anxiety, leg cramps, so many different possibilities here. Hairbrush for men, curly hair, thick hair, right? All of these different subcategories you can make clone listings for. So let's focus in on this one for dog leashes. Dog leash for large dogs. So let's sub niche down even further. You can take a look at the niche that you discovered on Amazon and then drill down into a even deeper and often more profitable sub niche category by searching on Google. You can go to Google and you can see that there are 45 easily targetable large dog breeds that we already found on Google within a few seconds. Let's say that you're selling dog leashes and things are going well. Your listing is ranked for dog leash, but what if your customer is searching for a dog leash for her German Shepherd? Which one will she buy? This dog leash for $10 or this dog leash for $15.99? That's obviously a good fit for her German Shepherd. The latter speaks specifically to the shopper and eliminates the need for further research. She can just be lazy and assume that what you have to offer is what she needs and purchase your dog leash that's going to work well for her dog. You want to capture more shelf space, just like Tylenol does with positioning. So you could have another listing for Yorkshire Terrier dog leashes. You could have another for Collie dog leashes, another for Pit Bull dog leashes, another for Golden Retriever dog leashes, another for Black Labs. And you can go and look on Google and come up with other dog breeds. But imagine if your customer scrolling through Amazon and they have a Pit Bull and you're the only listing on the page that says dog leash for Pit Bull, and you're the only listing on the page that has a picture of their dog in the picture. You can imagine how much better your click-through and conversion is going to be. And you can charge more, right? So you can have a dog leash listing for all of the breeds, which is just one example of how to niche down. You can see that some of these guys are doing it, but they're not doing it specifically enough. And so here's why this works. You can speak directly to one customer at a time, which allows you to charge more, convert higher, rank better, make more profit, and take up more Amazon real estate, also known as page space when customers are scrolling through search. And we can even make this more powerful. We can clone any already successful listing with slight repositioning. Rank for the exact same keywords that you're already ranking for. For an example, we had 8 of our listings on page 1 for bamboo pillow. When we launched our bamboo pillow business, we quickly got to about $30,000 per month, but then our sales stalled. This is how our business looked. We would sell the bamboo pillow targeting everyone, but we wanted to grow and we tried all of the common growth approaches. We tried spending more on sponsored ads. We tried rebate campaigns. We tried split testing our copy and our images, but we were stuck at about $30,000 per month. Have you ever felt like this? It was miserable. Here's what our business looked like after creative cloning. We then made a second listing for side sleepers, had another listing, right? We had a second listing for back sleepers, a third listing for stomach sleepers. And then we started niching down and cloning in all of those clones. So our business ended up with way more listings, specifically targeting individual customers as we went. So this process took our sales from $30,000 per month to over $300,000 per month. And this is the only thing we did was cloning. And then we sold that business. So we 10x'd our sales, and all we had to do was simply resticker some of the inventory that we already had with a new UPC barcode. We changed our images, our title, our bullets, and description slightly to speak more directly to customers drawn to certain language patterns or sleeping styles in each of our cloned listings. This was easy because we had the exact same inventory that we already had on hand. We knew all of the best keywords because we had been running PPC campaigns. We targeted the same keywords with our listings. This was all within the same brand. And why does this work so well? This is like shooting with a rifle versus a shotgun, allowing you to target buyers with laser accuracy. We've used this on numerous products, not just the pillow. The pillow is just easy to explain because every position in Amazon search results is worth a percentage of the sales for that niche. For our pillow business, we had 8 listings on page 1 for the search term bamboo pillow. So if you went to Amazon and you typed in bamboo pillow in 2014, 2015, 2016, we had 8 of those listings were ours with different images, so it looked different, but a customer had 8 chances to click on our listing. You can only capture so much market share by having one listing in a niche. As you add different listings that position the product differently, you'll capture more of the search results page, and therefore you'll end up making a lot more sales. Is this against TOS, which is the first question everyone asks? And it's not. It's completely within TOS because you're the brand owner. As the brand owner, you get to decide what is a different product simply by assigning a new product UPC. Look at the 2 different shoes in my example from Nike, right? The shoes look very, very similar, but Nike decides that they're actually different. So they put a new barcode on it. And look, they charge a lot more too. Amazon is not opening up the boxes to our products and trying to determine if they're too similar. They don't care because you're the brand owner. So you get to decide. They simply recognize it as a new product because it was assigned a new UPC from the brand. This is what you can apply to your business. Will I be competing with myself is the second question everybody asks. No, not really in the way that you think. Competing with yourself is not what you're worried about. Your competition is already competing with you every single day. Why not hold an extra position and compete with yourself, but capture a lot more sales? Nike knows that taking up more shelf space in a shoe store is going to net them more sales, even though the shoes look very similar. Tylenol knows that the more options that they have on the shelf, the more chances to grab a buyer's attention for a specific need. Most Amazon sellers completely miss this opportunity, even though it is one of the biggest opportunities that's sitting in front of you right now. Think about this. You've already done all of the product research. You already have a supplier. You already have done your keyword analysis. You already have photos. You already have packaging. You already know how to launch this product because you've already done it. All you need to do is copy what you already know and double your business. So here's your action list. Decide which product you want to try this on first. Find out who is buying your product and why. Identify at least 5 sub-niche targets for your product. Let's say you're selling crayons. Crayons for preschool teachers, crayons for stay-at-home moms, crayons for daycare operators, crayons for restaurant kid menus, crayons for, you saw all those options, right? So you want to identify 5 opportunities to niche down and then create duplicated listings targeting each of your sub-niches. And then you want to write your listings in a language and tone that makes sense for that avatar. And call them out specifically inside of your listing title, like we talked about with the German Shepherd dog owner. Speak to his or her needs or interest in your description. Show his or her problem solved in your images. And then all you need to do is restick your inventory. You're going to use the Amazon search autofill hack that I showed you earlier. Scroll down your listings and you can see the buy it with section for more ideas. You can ask your customer what other purchases they've made in your niche as part of a brand awareness campaign if you have a customer email list. You can even post on social channels and asking for new product ideas for your brand. Research your target market for trends on Google and follow other similar brands to see what they're doing, just like we studied Tylenol. The second step here is to create those duplicated listings targeting your sub niches. Create listings one by one that speak to a particular sub niche and optimize accordingly. Be sure to change the images, titles, descriptions to be congruent with your product's positioning. And remember, you are selling the exact same product, but with a different position in the market, like marine grade or industrial or restaurant quality or kid friendly, right? Senior friendly, travel safe. And the list goes on and on. You have to speak directly to your specific customer. And then you want to write in a language and a tone that makes sense for that avatar. Remember, you have to speak differently so they feel more understood. Like a housewife versus a young mother are going to respond to different language patterns. You'll want to adopt any nomenclature that is relevant to that niche. Try to answer the questions that they're already asking themselves in their minds as they're scrolling through search. Like, I wonder if this is dishwasher safe, right? Go ahead and answer that. Call them out specifically inside your listing title. Speak to them specifically. Instead of just saying, hey, you, what if I said to you, hey, you, Nick Pinev? Boom, I have your attention, right? Much different. Hey, you, Don Hennig, got your attention, right? Quit scrolling. I'm just okay. So if your name was Don Hennig or Nick Pinev, you'd listen up. Like kids safe, you name it, great for young moms. That really gets my attention. Or senior friendly mobile phone. If I'm a senior looking for a mobile phone, I know you've got my product. German Shepherd dog leash, perfect for small owners, right? Get creative and split test this. Step number 5, speak to his or her specific need or interest in your description. Dog leash works perfect for a German Shepherd. Diabetic friendly socks with no seams. These are specific things that specific customers would be looking for. A Chicago style pizza cutter. Boater's dream come true, migraine, marine grade beanbag chair. Too many Tylenol examples. All right. Number 6, show his or her problem solved in your images. Your image should answer the question that the prospect is asking himself while he scrolls through search. Show your product being used by someone who looks just like your perfect avatar. If you're selling a product for young mothers, you want to show a young mother in the product images. There you go. Show the mariner sitting in a beanbag chair on his yacht. You get the idea here. Lastly, we want to resticker the inventory. You'll simply resticker or have your third-party logistics company resticker your existing inventory with a new UPC barcode over the existing barcode, not a problem. And then you're going to send it into Amazon FBA. You cannot have Amazon resticker it because they will get confused and just check the inventory into the old listing. So you have to have this done outside of Amazon. And then here's number 8 for extra credit. Clone your already optimized successful listing like we did on the pillows. So if you have a product that you've already launched recently and it's going well, then the easiest way to apply the strategy is to clone exactly what you did the first time, but with a slightly different positioning. You can target all of the same keywords just like we did with Bamboo Pillow and take advantage of the gap in the market that you've discovered. Follow that model that we shared earlier with the Bamboo Pillow model. So when should you not clone? When you don't like the result that you're getting. People ask this all the time. The answer is so simple though. Don't create more of a bad situation. Like if your product is already in a category that's too competitive, or if you have low profit margins, or if it's hard to rank, you don't want to create more of that for yourself. You don't want to create more headache. You only want to create more of something that is already working well. The only thing worse than working in the wrong direction is working in the wrong direction enthusiastically, right? So don't make your situation worse by cloning more of something that's bad. Now, this is only one of the 4 strategies that we use to hit over $1 million per month within 18 months of starting our Amazon business. So if you've been enjoying this, my partner, Sean, who you see flexing here with his tiny little arms, is going to be sharing the other 3 strategies in an upcoming webinar. And we don't share these publicly. We're going to be doing a private webinar. And in fact, we're not going to have this invitation in the replay. So I'm requesting that these few slides be removed from this recording. So if you have your phone, it'll make it really easy on you. So if you get your phone out now, I'm going to show you a QR code where you can jump in. Basically, we have a private invitation only Zoom call already planned. It's going to be in a couple days. And since you're here at this event with Nick, want to give you exclusive access. It's going to be a 60-minute deep dive into the 3 other strategies that will fundamentally change the way that you think about your business and actually do your business on Amazon. And you can easily and quickly deploy what makes sense for you and just leave the rest. You and only you, I want to stress that, are invited. So please, please, please do not share this link. We're only making this available because Nick is one of our good friends, and this will not be in the recording. All right. Sean's pointing at you there. We have this private Zoom expose coming up. All right. So this is, like I said, Sean was set to present this. So if you go to seanstopsecrets.com, it'll redirect you to Zoom. We're doing this in a couple days. It's going to be live. This is the only time we're going to do this. You can see a walkthrough of those other 3 strategies, and go ahead and get registered now because you will not have this opportunity later. We're going to go ahead and send you a copy. I alluded to it earlier, the Private Label Millionaire Secrets book. We're going to send you a copy of that book for free. And we have another book called How I Sold an Additional $62,730,000 on Amazon. We're going to send you that book too. And we're basically going to spend 60 minutes walking you through those other 3 strategies. We've basically documented the journey of building 53 private label brands, creating millions in profits, and even more in exit payouts. So guys, I'm going to stop right there. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them and I can answer them. But as far as the presentation goes, Nick, that's all we have.